The Puerto Rican press. Oh, yeah.
We're ready whenever you are. Oh, it's running. Okay.
Perfect.
Perfect.
That is what we were hoping for.
Hey everybody, Phil and Bobby here with Houston Kiteboarding. We just got the new M6 masts in, the Florence 30-inch and the M6 32 here. And then this is the classic, sorry, not the classic. You got me saying classic. M2, yeah, the M2, high modulus. So what was the reason for making the M6? Wasn't the M2 good enough? No?
People were chasing stiffer masts.
Yeah, always.
And they always are chasing stiffer masts. Other brands have stuff like high modulus, carbon, Clydesdale, craziness masts. You know, all kinds of stiff, super stiff mast systems. So Lift wanted to make something that was stiffer and more efficient.
And more efficient.
But it was accomplishing both pieces, you know, not just one, because their foils are already so fast and efficient as they are. They didn't want to have their mast beat the dragging factor.
Totally. So they must have, you know, if anybody's broken a classic or an M2 mast, you know there's wood in here. Or foam. Is it wood or foam? I think it's wood, isn't it?
Wood.
Yeah, wood. Yeah. We weighed these, and the new masts are heavier by about 10 ounces, 3/4 of a pound. This is quite a bit heavier. But they're thinner, so, you know, I don't know, I'd have to saw one open, but I'm guessing they got rid of whatever that core was, wood or Polonia wood or whatever it was, and replaced it with carbon or something.
Yeah, they must have gone to like some kind of solid carbon structure.
This is a full 2 millimeters thinner, the new one, which is significant. You know what I mean? That's like 10%. 10%, yeah, less than 10%, so like 8% thinner. Whatever the percentage is 2 millimeters. Okay. So what's the purpose of the Florence, or like what is the Florence? You know, you see the graphic.
It's a shorter mast made
nice.
specifically for surfing. A lot of guys want to chase that like critical section, which
Less
is
drag.
shown by this like lovely little graphic they
Love
put
it.
here. You know,
Graphical map.
and with
Florence
that
style.
little bit shorter construction, a little bit shorter mast, it just puts that front wing in a better place in a more critical section of the wave. So when you're out downwinding or you're trying to catch waves that are closer to shoreline with beach break and that kind of stuff, the 30-inch they've just found being that more optimal size compared to the 32.
Or the 28.
Yeah, or the 28.
Yeah,
even, so.
if you guys aren't familiar with lift masts, you have a 36, a 32, and then a 28 typically.
Yep. Guys will learn on the 28 if they're riding in shallow surf to get really close to that pocket zone. Other guys will ride longer 32-inch mast. That's kind of what I prefer because I like that for wing foiling, big wave action, that kind of stuff. But the 30 is kind of that general all-around size.
Exactly. 36, really like, we get calls from people that want to buy the 36. 36 is too long unless you're kiting.
Yeah, kiting.
Kite foiling, typically.
They made it typically for, kiting.
Yeah, kite foiling.
So.
You have so much leverage with such small wings, kite foiling, that you can handle, I mean, even longer than 36 if you want. It's like 40. So that's kind of the deal on the mast. They come with the regular bag. I'll grab some bags here. The mast covers, they're all about the same as they have been, except the Florence is going to have the, you know,
Florence logo.
Yeah, the Florence
Fuselage.
logo on the top. I think that's the only difference. Bags are super nice. They come with it comes with hardware and all that other jazz. One thing that we're big foil drive fans. Bobby foil drives all the time. I foil drive all the time. It makes up for my inadequacies as a hydrofoiler. It just makes everything better in my life as far as foiling goes. Anyway, the old masts, as you probably know, were bigger, you know, sideways wise, like width wise, than the foil drive. This comes into play in some of the trench boards. You know, when it sinks in, if the trench is deep enough for this whole thing to go in, the lift just on the outside here will actually impact that trench cutout. The new ones are quite a bit smaller. Do you remember how much smaller? We measured it. They're quite
about 10 centimeters or so.
No, it can't be 10 centimeters. 10 millimeters?
10 millimeters, yeah. 10
maybe 10
millimeters
millimeters.
or
So if I put these together, you can kind of see it. We did measure it. The point is, the new ones will fit inside of a trench board. Let me line this up. You can kind of see that right there. See how much smaller that is? You can see that in the video. Quite a bit smaller. And then also, You have the cutouts. What do they call that? Is there a name for that? Why? I don't know.
I don't know the name of that.
They're just cutouts so that you don't have to take the bolts all the way off. Off the track. It's really nice way to do it. So I think they've been getting crap about their through bolts for a while. The problem is drag's exponential with speed. So if you're used to riding at like 13, 15 knots, which is pretty slow on like a big low aspect thick wing, and suddenly you go to a mid aspect or high aspect wing where now you're going 25 knots, that drag is multiples more. It's huge, right? So dropping 2 millimeters in thickness while at the same time giving you more stiffness for those high performance turns and jibes and stuff, it pays really big dividends at that level. So mass stiffness is never an issue for me when I'm doing slow, my slow foiling. It's a non-issue. I don't feel it. If you're riding in powered conditions and you're going fast, it makes a huge difference.
Making those wave-to-wave connections, it's
everything. Pumping,
yeah,
like
pumping,
you do,
all of it. So
yeah, it makes a huge difference.
Huge difference.
Yeah, and as you add weight too, like the foil drive assist products are just getting heavier and heavier, so you're adding all this weight to the system. It's like you wearing a backpack, 25-pound backpack or something the whole time. So, puts more stress on it. So anyway, that's it for the lift Mast, the new M6, I guess, right?
Oh, that's about it. Yeah.
We have everything
Sweet
Lift
Mast.
makes in stock. I think. Can we say that?
Yeah, we have every single one of their wings.
We have all the wings,
one of their foils.
all the classic stuff, all the e-foil stuff, except for the sub-assembly, but those are coming.
Those are coming.
Yeah, we got those. Remotes, e-foils. The Lift X is by far the best product, e-foil product that anybody's ever made, in my mind. It's incredible.
No, it's incredible. It's the closest feeling I get to kite foiling.
I just love it.
Of that riding that small board feeling. When I say kite foiling, I'm referencing small board feeling. Like, I can't get on anything else that small. It's awesome.
Exactly. Just keep in mind that just because they make a 4.3 size doesn't mean that you should buy it. The 4.3 is little. It's for sure. People can use it. For me, the 4.8 is an extreme challenge. I love it. The 4.8 and the Lift X. So. But this isn't a Lift X video.
This isn't a Lift X video. No.
If you guys need anything, make sure to reach out to us either via phone, 281-508-6485, or check us out online, HoustonKiteboarding.com. Thanks for watching.